Hello everyone and welcome back to Gingerbread Plays, and in this video I'm back with more of the E3 podcast. It seems like, I feel like every time I play this game I'm just talking about E3. In this video I'm back with Killing Floor 2. We're playing on Steam Fortress on endless mode, hard difficulty. We're just going to try to get to wave 15. So I'm not going to play, shop till I drop, shoot till I drop. What else is shoot? Shoot till I poop. I don't know. I'm not gonna do that because I'm trying to just get to wave 15 for the seasonal challenge, and then that's the last thing I have to do. This seasonal challenge is actually pretty easy. It's not that hard. You can just do a server browser for the weekly thing, and sometimes you can join in a match like as it's ending. I've done that for the past two, the last seasonal objective, and then this one. Whenever it tells you to play the weekly, I'm always like, find a server that's like on wave 7 of 8 or whatever. And then I just jump in and they did all the hard work and then I get the points for it. It's kind of rude, but you can do that though sometimes. But yeah, anyway, so I'm just going to try to get to wave 15 and see what happens. But we're playing as this guy. Who is this guy? Oh, they got rid of my emote. Crap. Hamato? Is that his name? Hamato? And we got to... Oh, wait, I probably won't be able to get it because I'm going to lose. What is it? It's complete. Yeah, how do you complete a match on endless? I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it'll pity me and give it to me when I die. But yeah. Anyway, I'm playing as him. I guess that maybe that won't work out. Maybe I'll play another one and try to get it. I don't know. But anyway, we're gonna play as him and try to get this thing, and then I think it just rewards you with the steampunk outfit, which I already have. So it'd be kind of nice if it gave you something else as well. Something new, but I guess that's not the case, unfortunately, because I have been playing this game for about what, like a year and a half now. I guess it was not last December but December before last when I started playing this game. So come on. I can't hit that guy. So yeah, that would be nice if they gave you lots of cool new stuff, but oh well. But yeah, it's been a fun game though. I've had issues and been frustrated by it, but at the end of the day, like I always, I have fun with it. It's interesting. I was thinking, this game I have about 160 hours in, and then Battlefront 2 I have about 140 hours in. I was just playing Battlefront 2, and I ended up uninstalling it because like I don't normally do that with games. I don't normally like rage quit and uninstall, but I have just had so many frustrating matches in that game, so many problems, so many weird like glitches and stuff, which aren't the end of the world, but just so many problems with that game. And then like they can never balance that game out because they have so much crap in there with like 20 heroes and stuff. It's like they have too much stuff in it almost, but at the same time they don't have enough stuff. It's just the weirdest game. Like it's been doomed since the beginning, it feels like. It's just such a weird problem that the game's been in since launch. One second. Kalashnikov is the weapon we need to use, right? Where is it? Is it right in front of me? Oh, it's right there. Cool. I'll just go and buy it. Why not? It's a terrible idea. But yeah, it's like that game's just been in trouble since the beginning. So anyway, I've just finally gotten to the point where like I'll play that game. Like I pre-ordered it, and so that's why I have 140 hours in it, because I played it at launch and then I stopped and I play it, then I stopped and I play it and then I stopped. And it's just like one of those games, like I keep giving it like a second and third and fourth and fifth, and I'm on what, like the 20th chance, and it's just like, it's just always something with that game. It's like, it's always like the balance is off, the game modes are off, it's just, there's always something. Like they revamped Heroes versus Villains, which is pretty cool, but then now it's like Boba Fett's impossible to take out because they made it where he could do a dodge thing or something, or like he can recover when you shoot him out of the air, which takes a lot of skill to do. So even if you do it, it doesn't matter because he can just like recover. I don't know. I don't want to just talk about Battlefront 2 this whole time, but like it's just, there's like so many weird things with that game. And then with this game, like there's been times where it's frustrating, where like it seems like the balance is off, like the big bosses kill you too fast. This gun is really inaccurate. But like, it's, you can just kind of like wait a second and then come back and then they'll fix it usually. So that's nice. So I think with this game, like it's been fun though. Like I have had issues with it. here and there, but it usually will kind of like straighten itself out, I guess, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I've had a lot of fun with this game. Like, I really recommend it. I think I have actually convinced people to buy it. And so yeah, I've played this with a few people, and it's definitely fun. I prefer playing it solo. I like it as like a challenge kind of thing, where like sometimes I feel like when you play with other people, it's like everyone has to be on top of it to do well, and I just like, I don't know, I don't really like having to rely on other people, and especially in video games, I guess. Like, I'd rather just kind of attempt this by myself and just try to get it done. And so like, I don't know, I just think like for me, I prefer playing this as a solo game where you have to kind of like go in and try to do it. Like I've been trying to get all the achievements in this game. And I just prefer that kind of style, I guess, for playing this game. I'll see if I can do these objective things since we're on the easiest part of the endless mode. But yeah, like it's been a fun game, and I'm glad I played it. I remember I saw people play this a long time ago, and I thought it looked cool because I was super into like zombie games, like Call of Duty Zombies, that kind of thing. I was into watching people play it, and I just like saw this one too and thought this looked really cool a long time ago, and so I was kind of glad that I finally played it. I think I saw gameplay Killing Floor 1 as well. It's been a while, so I don't really remember, but I think I did. So yeah, I was always excited for this game. But yeah, it's been fun. It's cool. I think especially playing on PC, you know, it's just so like fast-paced. I think that's also been really fun. Alright, come on. Yeah, I don't really like this gun that much. It's pretty inaccurate. But, oh well, it's okay though. But yeah, back to the E3 podcast. This is, what's today, Monday? The PC gaming show is about to start about an hour and a half, a little bit less than that. And yeah, so EA Play, it was 2 days ago. Yesterday was Microsoft. One second. Sell this, sell that. What are we on? This is the boss. This is the boss. How much money we have? Why don't we do this? I say screw it. We just go in with this because it's gonna be a super easy boss. I don't know what gun I want. I want to get rid of this. How many more? Yeah, probably a couple waves. Let's just see if we can get away with this. It wasn't necessary to sell those guns. This is probably a mistake. Let's just see what happens. But yeah, what was it? Let's see what the boss is. Yeah, okay, cool. This will hopefully be easy. So yeah, so yesterday was, what all was yesterday? Microsoft was really cool. I can't remember if I talked about this already. Microsoft, oh, don't hit that. Oh yeah, do hit that. Microsoft was really fun. It wasn't as great as I was hoping it would be, if that makes sense. Not to be someone who's like, well, I thought it was okay. You know, like, it wasn't bad at all. Like, it was great, but it just, I thought it was kind of weird, like, with some of the stuff, like, Gears of War, like, they didn't even show gameplay of it. They just had, like, a Billie Eilish song set to Kate, or whatever her name is, like, making weird faces. So I was like, really? That game's gonna come out in, like, half a year, and that's what you're showing me? I just thought that was a bit odd. I liked it, honestly. I liked that trailer, but I just thought it was weird. And then they were like, yeah, we have the Terminator in this game now. And I thought that was very odd. I mean, it's just a multiplayer thing. And they were talking about it where it's like, there were a lot of similarities between Gears and Terminator with the character. And I was like, okay, cool. But I don't know. I feel like if you're playing multiplayer, it'd be weird just to have like the T1, whatever, running around in the game. I feel like that's kind of odd. And then also they have like the pop game, and I don't know, it just kind of felt like Gears of War like sold their souls, kind of how it felt to me. Like, it's just a lot of weird like product placement, tie-in things, you know, esports, all this kind of stuff. I don't know, I just thought it was kind of weird. And then they were like, we have these wrestlers here to play our game, and I don't know, I just thought it was kind of a little odd. Nothing wrong with wrestlers, I just thought it was just kind of weird, like the way it was like pitched, that whole reveal, and not reveal, but the whole thing for that. But yeah, they had some cool stuff. They showed the Lego Star Wars game, which I'm super excited for. I love that. That's what got me into Star Wars, which is something I'm obsessed with. The very first one on the PlayStation 2, I played the crap out of that game, and that's what really got me into Star Wars. which is funny. Like, hopefully the Jedi Fallen Order maybe will be able to be the first Star Wars game in 10 years. That'll be good, and it can also, you know, help kids to kind of get into Star Wars more, like he did for me, like Lego Star Wars did. It sounds like a cult or something, because I just don't think there's any good Star Wars games out. Whatever, just fill this, sell this, why not? Just keep it rolling. So yeah, so anyway, what was I saying? But yeah, Microsoft, they had that, and they also had Lego DLC for Forza, which I'm probably gonna play. That looks awesome. That was so cool. I never got to play that, their Hot Wheels one from, I think that was the Forza Horizon 3. I never played that, but it looked awesome. So I'll need to, maybe someday I can get some money saved up and buy that. Go back and play that. So I'm really curious to see what that's like, because I think you like go through loops and stuff, like a Hot Wheels car. It's really cool. Because I used to be really into Hot Wheels when I was younger. Alright. I think I had about like 100 and so of those cars. Which obviously there's way more than that. But yeah, so they had a lot of cool, they had a lot of cool reveals and stuff. And I thought it was a cool show. The thing though, they showed Halo at the end as like the big reveal, and I really wasn't a big fan. I guess maybe you should burst it. Maybe that's where this gun is best. Yeah, that seems a lot more accurate. Huh, that's weird. But yeah, I thought like that trailer wasn't the best. And I was really hoping for gameplay. So they showed this trailer and they kind of have like, oh, here's a dude you're supposed to care about because he's got a family, which I thought was weird. It was kind of like, it reminded me of this weird youth pastor I knew who like would always try to make all the kids cry to get like an emotional response out of everyone. Like just really creepy dude. And which not all youth pastors are like that, thankfully, but like that one was, and it was really weird. I stopped going to that church because I thought that was just so creepy. But yeah, like it reminded me of something like that where it's like, oh well, we have you know man and he has daughter, and like you must care for man and daughter. You know, it just seemed like really like blatant. Like a really blatant ploy to like make you have an emotional connection rather than like actually having like a good character was kind of what I was afraid of. So, but we'll see. Maybe it'll be a good game. But so they had the trailer and I was like, ah, it's fine, cool, whatever. And then they didn't show any gameplay. You know, I was like, okay, here we go. We're gonna jump into gameplay, and then it just cut. And I was like, oh, that was it. So I don't know. I feel like hopefully it'll be good, but I don't know. I'm not really. I wasn't really impressed by that. I think it'll have to be another year, you know, to be impressed by that. But they did have Game Pass on PC, so that's really cool. I'm really excited about that. I'll probably be getting that soon. I'll probably play Forza on PC rather than on my Xbox. It will not. If they put all the exclusives on that, then I won't have any reason to buy an Xbox, the new Xbox. So that'll be cool. Because I think the Xbox One is my least used console. Especially lately, I was playing Halo Reach on my 360, so I literally use a 360, a PlayStation 3, and a PlayStation 4, and a Switch, and a PC more than I use the Xbox One. Other than I gave my dad my old one, so sometimes I'll play something on that console. Like I'll switch out with him. Did I get that gun thing? Yeah, I think I did, but I wasn't paying attention. This gun's not that bad in burst fire mode. That must be what it is then, because I was thinking you could just do solo hits, which I assume would be the case in real life. I don't know. Seems kind of weird. Anyway, let's get rid of that crap though. Let's use. I hate to use the stoner. I always just use the stoner. Let's use this thing. This thing's interesting. And then we can hold. What is that? 8 more? 8? Yeah, I'm getting better at math, I feel like. I've been happy about that. 8 of that. I don't want a grenade launcher rifle. I keep using those lately. I get kind of annoyed with them. The bullpup's fun. I don't really want the scar because of that scope. Oh, no. Wait, didn't I get a cool skin for the scar and I haven't seen it yet? Yeah. Look at that. I like this. It's kind of over the top, but I like it. But yeah, I don't know. I don't want to be super nitpicky about the Halo trailer. because it's just an early trailer. And they were like, in-engine gameplay. I didn't think it looked that good. Like, I thought the animations were kind of weird looking. So I was like, oh, it looked really, you know, it looked pretty. But I just didn't think it looked that great. But it definitely seemed like a nostalgia trailer. And for me, not being someone who grew up with Halo, a lot of it was just, I was kind of like, okay, like I guess I'm supposed to be feeling something right now, but I don't know what this is. So I don't really feel it. So I guess it's just like, it wasn't a trailer for me. I was not the target audience. This was the Halo superfan was the target audience, I think, of like, look, we got the original armor, we got this, remember the Halo ring? You know, I think it was like that kind of thing, which is cool. But like, to me, I have played Halo 1, I've beaten it, but like, you know, I wasn't like blown away by it because I played it, what, like 10, 15 years or whatever after it came out. So anyway, but I thought it was interesting though, and I mean, I'm sure it'll be good. I thought Halo 5 was fine, you know, I mean, obviously it wasn't the best game or anything, but from what I played of it, I thought it was fine. So hopefully it'll be good. And then, what else was there? There was other cool stuff. They showed a lot of interesting stuff there, but I wasn't really blown away by it. The Cyberpunk thing, it was cool because it was like Keanu Reeves walked out. I thought that was cool, but I thought it kind of took away from the game itself though, you know? Like, I was really hoping for more like gameplay, because they had that big reveal trailer, gameplay trailer of like these characters, and then in this trailer, it has them like dying. So I was like, what is up with that? And my theory is it's like, maybe they're showing there are so many options of what you can do in this game that you can have major characters die, is what I'm assuming they're saying, but I don't know. But I would assume maybe it's something like that. So anyway, but I thought it was cool, and Keanu Reeves is awesome. So like, I was fine with it. I wasn't like, yeah, I don't like this. It wasn't like that at all. I just thought it was like, I was hoping for more gameplay, I guess. Cause that's my thing. I'm like, I'm interested in E3 for the games. Like, I don't care about your new console. I don't care about your streaming technology. I don't care about your new whatever. Like, I mean, I will sit through those, and honestly, when they have like the Game Pass stuff, I'm always like, ooh, this is interesting. So I'm not against that stuff, but to me, I'm like, just show me the games. You know, that's all I care about. I like this gun. Single fire mode is probably the best way to use it. So yeah, anyway, they had that stuff, and then like, where did he even come from? Thank you. Push me over. That's what I hate about that, is like they just pop out of nowhere. But like, wow, there's so many of these fish rounds. But yeah, I'm always just in it for the games. But I'm not against other reveals and stuff. It's just like, I just would love if the conferences were like just games. But yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I have a whole like list of stuff I wrote down, but I don't have it beside me, so I'm not sure what else there was. But I'm probably forgetting some awesome something. The new Fallen Order trailer they showed, which was kind of like an add-on to the other one. It looked really cool. I'm so excited for that game. I wasn't really like, I was excited for it, but I don't really want to play as a Jedi. Like, I've always been more interested in like the normal people, you know, like soldiers and bounty hunters and smugglers. Like, I've never really been like, if I had to choose who I want to play as, a Jedi would probably be lower on my list, in all honesty. I don't know. I've always felt that way. Again, I don't mind playing as a Jedi. I just think that like, I've always preferred, like, even when I was younger, like the clone troopers, you know, that I was so into clone troopers and stuff like that. And I think when I like first got into Star Wars, it was the whole like Jedi and woo. But like, even when like a couple years into me being into stuff with the Clone Wars, when the Clone Wars came out, and even watching the original Clone Wars series before the new Clone Wars series came out, you know, seeing the ARC troopers and all that, I was just so into that kind of idea, these like elite soldiers stuff. I don't know, I just, for some reason, that always resonated with me for some reason. So yeah, I just was, I was afraid I wasn't gonna really be that interested in this game, but from what they showed, like, it looks amazing. Like, it looks like a next gen Force Unleashed, and they were talking about this, like, it's got like Metroidvania stuff in it. So like, you like have a ship and you go back and forth between planets. I immediately was like, oh, that sounds like KOTOR, you know? Of course, it's not like a role-playing game, but like being able to have like freedom in the game. It's not just one straight line like in Force Unleashed. I'm just like, that sounds amazing. So, yeah, I think it's gonna be great. That's probably my most anticipated game this year since Cyberpunk's coming out next year, which is amazing as well. I can't believe that game's coming out next year. I think a lot of people were thinking that was a like 2 years from now, 3 years from now maybe game. New console coming in at the end of next year, which I actually was assuming. I think some people thought it was going to be later than that, but I actually was thinking it'd probably be pretty close. So yeah, anyway, there's all that stuff. It's just lots of cool stuff was there for sure. I was trying to think what I'm forgetting, but yeah, it was a cool conference stuff for sure. It was like lots of fun stuff. It was like what, an hour and a half to 2 hours long, so they had a lot of stuff to show. The xCloud thing sounds, I'm not really interested in the whole streaming stuff, but the xCloud thing sounds a lot better than Stadia in all honesty, for some reason to me, because they were like, you can keep using your Xbox and use it that way. You don't have to like get rid of your console, which I thought was awesome. Like I feel like that's probably what it would be best for, to just like stream a game to try it, and then if you're interested in the game, then you can maybe like download it or whatever. I don't know. I still feel like the whole streaming stuff, the streaming wars are just a bit convoluted already, and they haven't even started. But yeah, Borderlands is cool. I've never really been a huge Borderlands fan, but it looked cool though. And then I have my subscription feed up on the side of my computer. I can actually look at some stuff. What else? Oh yeah. Well, I'll get to Bethesda in a second. But yeah, that was about it. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I guess that was about it. I'm sure I'm forgetting something awesome, but like, it was a cool conference stuff for sure. And then Bethesda had their conference last night, and I thought that was probably one of the worst conferences in a while. Not even just this year, but like in like years. I thought that was like a really bad conference. Like they barely showed anything. What was cool though was their commitment to Fallout 76, and then like being like, hey, here's a brand new expansion which has like story stuff in it and all, you know, all that kind of stuff. I was like, wow, that's awesome that they're actually doing that, and it's completely free as well. And because like at EA Play, they just like they didn't even mention Anthem, and that game is way younger than Fallout 76 is. So yeah, I just thought that was cool that they kind of committed to it. But yeah, when the show started, I was like, uh-oh, because last year it was all like they were showing the developers, you know, and like, yeah, we make great games and we're awesome, blah blah blah. And then they were you know, so it starts off like that, and then they were like, and we have Fallout 76, it's coming out, baby, and then it comes out and it's terrible. And so then this year they're like we are committed to the fans, you know. And it was just them like it's like a humble pie kind of beginning of them being like, oh, it's all about you now, it's not about us, it's about you. And I just thought that was funny, because it was just them like starting off the gate like being super like almost like back into a corner, kind of weak almost, because I was like, it's not that they don't think that, but it's just that I just thought it was funny that it was such a big like a big deal. They made such a big deal out of it, to the point of like I felt like the fan moments just got in the way, because it was kind of like they didn't really have anything to show this year, so they kept popping in these like let's hear from Timmy, you know, kind of things. He plays our games, and you know, it's like, it's cool and all, but like I don't know, maybe I'm just a crusty old jerk, but like I'm like, I don't care about your community. What new video games you got for me? Again, I'm just in it for the games, but you know, whatever. It's like, it's cool if they want to do that. That's completely fine. It's just, I don't know. But yeah, so the 76 stuff I could care less about, but that's cool. They had like a free trial thing for it now, which I thought about getting, but then the more I thought about it, I was like, man, I'm not gonna like this game, so I'm not gonna waste my time on it. It's just not for me. And then like they spent a bunch of time on Elder Scrolls Online, which apparently is like a big deal for them, which is cool. It's like been growing. They had to add servers, which is like the opposite of the Old Republic, where they have to like take away servers, I guess. Oh yeah, I forgot the tiny chair. Which I love the Old Republic. That's my favorite MMO. I never played WoW, but I love this that there's like a story to it. It's like you know, that kind of thing, which I need to play more of it. But yeah, so I thought that was really cool though, you know, and I'm glad that it's like that for them. But I don't care, you know what I mean? Like I don't play that game. I don't really have any. I have played it before. And I thought it was fine, but it wasn't really for me. Because it was like, again, I have a hard time getting into MMOs that don't have stories after playing the Old Republic. And I mean, I'm sure it has a story to it, but you know, I just felt like it was kind of on the rails. Like, I don't know, and I just don't really have much of a commitment to Elder Scrolls. Like, I don't have much of a history. I mean, I've played Skyrim, obviously, but like only like, I don't know, 40 hours or something like that. Not like I've never beaten it or put a ton of time into it. Man, these things will not freaking die. I hate them so much. Still not dead. Come on. I hate flesh pounds so freaking much. But anyway, so yeah. So what was I saying? But yeah, Elder Scrolls is cool and all, but I don't really have much of like I'm not very passionate about it. Which is funny, like the fans of that game there were just like losing their crap over it. I was like, what? It's just, they have like their fans are crazy. It's just really funny. They had mobile games, which I could care less about. I really don't like mobile games because they're kind of predatory in a way. I have a lot of time put into different ones. Like, I think I mentioned this, but like Love Live and Girls Band Party, like rhythm games, you know. But I don't play them anymore though. So I don't know. I just was like, okay, cool, but that's not for me. And then the new game by the Evil Within thing looked interesting. It was just like a CG trailer. The developers for it, the Japanese people, they were like so cute and funny, and they seemed so sweet. I love that. It looked, you know, they seemed really passionate about it, which I thought was awesome. And then they had, what was that other one? The like live die repeat thing. Seemed like an interesting premise, but it was just another CG trailer, so it's like I have no clue what this game even is, so it's hard to really be excited for it. You know, it's like cool, but I have no clue what this is even, what does this look like? Is this a first person shooter? Like, we don't even know that. So maybe they've announced that somewhere, but from what I watched, you know, I had no clue. Actually, it's usually this because this will be more accurate to Blind Fire. So yeah, they did that, and then what else was there that I'm forgetting? Wolfenstein's probably my most favorite thing they showed. I thought that looked really cool, and it's only like $30, and it's like a co-op game as well, but you don't have to play a co-op. There's just, everything they said about that game sounded amazing, so I'll probably be getting that game. I need to finish all the other ones though. I've only played the first one of the reboots, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. And then, like, yeah, Doom, which, like, I thought Doom looked cool, but I don't know, it's just, to me, it's like, I feel like you only need to show that for about, like, a minute and a half to get the gist of it. It's like, you run around and shoot stuff. I mean, that's the whole game. And yeah, that's cool, but I feel like it's almost like a game you need to play. Like, seeing this, like, people talk about it for like 20 minutes is just kind of boring. So I don't know, but that's just me. It was all fine, but I just thought it was a bit like, it just was a bit much. I was like, okay, I get it, it's Doom, cool. So I don't know, I'm not really that excited for Doom. Like, I'm sure it's gonna be great, but I like I said, I don't know, there's just something about it. It just is like, it's just one of those things. I think I'd rather play it than watch like a 20-minute briefing on it. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's kind of weird. And that was about it. They probably had something else I'm forgetting. They had some weird streaming something which was convoluted and confusing. I was like, I thought it was a streaming service, but it's like a back-end thing to help other streaming services. And they demoed it supposedly, so that was interesting. They had like the lady come out with the thing. For all we know, that could be fake. I assume it was real. But I don't know. I was like, cool. I don't care about the streaming stuff, really. I don't care. So I was like, okay, cool, whatever. And then That was about it, really. Like I was trying to think if they even showed anything else. It was a really weak show, honestly. Like I was talking to my friend about it, and I heard people say that on Kind of Funny about that Nintendo thing they had a while back, and it's like you could just send this as like a newsletter, and that would have been fine. Like you could have made this whole conference like a newsletter of like oh my bad, of like what would it say? Let's see. I can upgrade something, I guess. Might as well. You know, it could say like new Elder Scrolls DLC. There's dragons in it. We got these new mobile games. Doom's looking cool. Here's the release date. And Wolfenstein, you can do this. And you could say all that and be done within like 5-10 minutes. But instead it was an hour long. And it's just like, it felt like a waste of time. So I don't know. It was fine, but like I said, it just seemed like really unnecessary. Like they just spent way too much time on that conference, and it kind of felt like they didn't really need a conference. It seemed like they were just kind of doing it just cause. I guess they had Doom, but like I said, I just didn't really feel like that was. I would have rather seen like a 2-minute thing at the Microsoft conference on that game. I just feel like it's hard to make that into like a big deal unless you're just a massive Doom fan, I guess. But that's just my opinion on it, though. But yeah, it was fine, but definitely, I would say it's even worse than EA Play, because at least at EA Play it was like they showed, you know, Jedi Fallen Order, which was like looked amazing, and then Battlefield was like, we're adding all these maps, which I thought was really cool that they were doing that. Apex Legends was bad, and then I didn't watch any of the Sims or all that crap. No offense if you like those games. Not really that Sims is crap. I guess I'm talking more about sports games. I don't like sports games. I think that they're kind of a scam. But whatever, if you like them, that's fine. I don't really like sports, let alone sports games. But that's just me. Like I said, if you like them, that's completely fine. That's just how I feel about it. But yeah, like, so there's all that stuff. But yeah, I would say EA Play was probably better than Bethesda. Just overall, I guess. But that is because I only watched the first half of it. Oh, hi. But yeah, so EA Play, like, well, that was the thing. And it was an hour and a half of Jedi, Battlefield, and Apex, and then that was an hour of the other games. So yeah, I don't know. I guess it's hard to sit there and say it was better because it had sports games in it as well. But I felt like most of the Bethesda thing was just boring. Like, I was checking my phone, I wasn't really paying attention to most of it. I just was like, okay, cool. I also, like, I'll jot down little notes of conferences, like if there's something I want to check out, or like they mention sign up for this thing, you know, like I'll write it down. And so for the Microsoft thing, I wrote down like 20 things that I thought was interesting, and with Bethesda I wrote down like 3, I think. And some of the 3 things I wasn't that interested in. I was just kind of writing them down. So yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was kind of a bad show. It was fine, but I was like, man, you really could have just summed this up in like a a briefing. Like, this really didn't require me to watch this whole big thing. I think Devolver's thing was better. It was only like 20 minutes long. They didn't show hardly anything. But yeah, I think it was real. They're having like arcade cabinets and stuff that they're gonna ship. It's really funny. And then yeah, my friend Pedro, I'm so excited for that game. Like, the game looks amazing. I'm gonna hopefully go ahead and pre-order that in a little bit, because that comes out on the 20th. Today's the 10th and I'm recording this. So yeah, it's like you ride around on a skateboard shooting people, or you don't, well, it's not always a skateboard, you like run through it. Definitely check out gameplay of that. It looks amazing. Hopefully it's gonna be really good. But yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. This is wave 15, so hopefully we'll beat this and be done. But yeah, like, that's kind of where we're at with the, where the heck is it? With this. So today, like I said, is the, I'll base Spotlight really far away. Today is the PC gaming show that starts in, less than an hour. Last year's PC gaming show was really good. They had the Killing Floor stuff. And then they had a couple other games that they showed. I thought it was a really cool show. I really like the host as well. I'm not sure what the guy's name is, But Frankie, she was really cool. I thought she was I ended up like following her for a bit after that and watching her host like CS:GO stuff, and she's just like really funny and cute. And I just really liked her personality and her hosting style. Because sometimes you get like some of the hosts, male or female really, and it's just like it seems like they don't really know what they're talking about, or they're just like kind of weird. So I just feel like the PC gaming show hosts, they're both like they're like really funny and they had a lot of cool things to say. So I thought that was really refreshing. It's just it's a different show. It feels a bit more laid back last year, while still having like really cool reveals and stuff. So it's definitely one to check out for sure. Hopefully this one will be as good, if not better. I think it's sponsored by the Epic Games Store, so they probably have more money because of them. Probably. The Epic millionaires are supporting it, so that's good for them. So that's today, and Ubisoft. Super excited for Ubisoft. I think Ubisoft has kind of become my like favorite developer, pretty much. Well, developer. Favorite. What are they? Company, I guess. So that's been. They've been a really cool company. Lots of cool stuff. Seems like they have a lot of commitment to the fans and all that jazz, and into their games. They keep adding stuff to old games and supporting old games and making cool games. And, you know. All right, I'm just gonna let them kill me. Don't leave the game. I did that before, and you don't get anything because it's like punishes you because it thinks you're rage quitting. So just let them kill you, and then you'll get more points. But yeah. So today's all that, and what am I forgetting? Square Enix is tonight, so they had the release date for the 7 remake was at 3/20 next year, so that's cool. They just randomly showed it at their like orchestra event or something weird. I'm hoping maybe they'll have a Final Fantasy 13 collection. Would be really cool, or some other stuff. I guess they'll show the Avengers game. I didn't think their conference was that great last year, so hopefully this one will be a lot better. Alright, cool. So we got to wave 15. Like I said, I think the reward is just the steampunk outfit, which I already have. I wish it would give you the thing for playing as the character for that. I wish it did that. That'd be really cool. But yeah, anyway, that's it for this video. Again, it's always just me like talking about E3, so I hope you don't mind that. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and consider subscribing, all those beautiful things. Let me know what you think about the game. Let me know what you think about E3. By the way, this was the opt-in beta thing. I just like to say that. I don't think anything's wrong with it, but if there is something wrong with it, I like to just make sure that's stated. But yeah, just thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.